Did you know that just one mistake during the construction of your home can be enough to bring misfortune to the entire family? Make it hard to keep money and gradually drive away all your good luck? Hello there, I am Master Han. A house is not just a shelter, a place to keep you dry when it rains or protect you from the sun. In the art of Feng Shui, a house is a living energy field that surrounds and directly affects every single member of the family. A house is like a living organism. When the flow of energy or chi moves smoothly, you will notice that your family stays healthy, your finances remain stable, and life feels peaceful. But if the flow is blocked or disrupted right from the construction phase, your home can turn into a black hole that drains away prosperity, causes illness, sparks conflict, and brings about unexpected misfortunes. In today's video, I will show you the 4 biggest taboos when building a house. These are fundamental principles that many people often ignore or overlook, only to later pay the price through instability in life and failure in their careers. If you truly want to build a home that brings long-lasting prosperity, make sure to follow every part of this video closely. I firmly believe that once you understand and avoid these 4 taboos, your home will become a solid foundation where wealth and good fortune naturally gather. So what exactly are these 4 taboos, and why do they have such a powerful influence on the destiny of your entire family? Let's dive in and find out right now. But before we begin, click the subscribe button so you can continue receiving valuable Feng Shui tips for wealth and abundance from me. And right now, take a moment to write a positive affirmation in the comment section below. Something like, "I deserve to receive wealth and prosperity or abundance is flowing into my family." The moment you write it down, you have already begun activating the energy of wealth for yourself. So now let us go through each of these taboos together so you can clearly see which construction mistakes are the most dangerous and must absolutely be avoided when building your home. The first taboo, imbalanced exterior energy, yin and yang out of harmony. In Feng Shui, the exterior landscape of a house, meaning the surroundings, is considered a protective armor. It not only shields the home, but also determines how energy flows inside. When the external setting is harmonious, the house functions like a healthy body. Good energy flows easily, wealth finds a place to settle, and the family experiences peace. But if the exterior is unbalanced, what we call imbalanced yin and yang, the energy becomes chaotic right at the entrance. In that case, no matter how beautiful or sturdy the house may be, good fortune will be difficult to retain in the long term. One of the core principles of Feng Shui is the idea of green dragon on the left, white tiger on the right. The left side of the house and the green dragon represents growth and vitality, so it should be kept active. A wide open walkway, soft green plants, or gently flowing water will help energy move freely. The right side, or the white tiger, stands for stability and protection, so it should be kept still. A solid fence, upright trees, and absolutely no disruptive elements like a garage, a major roadway, or a large body of water. If the green dragon is blocked, growth energy is weakened. If the white tiger is disturbed, protection is compromised. Either one creates imbalance and disrupts the home's energy field. Another crucial factor is the bright hall, the open space right in front of the main entrance. This is the area where life-giving energy gathers before entering the house. If this space is open, well lit, and clear energy can collect and flow in smoothly. But if it is blocked by heavy objects, oversized decorations, or clunky structures, energy gets stuck outside, which is no different from stopping wealth at your front door. The consequences of having imbalanced exterior energy go far beyond just losing money. When energy is thrown off balance, it affects both the mental and physical health of everyone in the home. If the white tiger is disturbed, the head of the household often feels anxious, irritable, and struggles to stay stable in both life and work. If the green dragon is too tightly compressed, the family's spirit feels stuck, lacking the energy to grow. Over time, even if the house looks nice and modern on the outside, it will feel draining and disharmonious on the inside. To restore balance, adjust the layout to follow proper Feng Shui principles. On the left side, keep things lively, a soft walkway, healthy plants, or a small, gentle water feature. On the right side, maintain stability, a strong fence upright plants, and avoid placing a garage or water source there. In front of the house, keep the area clean, bright, and free from clutter. Adding a soft, warm outdoor light at night can also help attract good energy, like a lighthouse guiding positive qi into your home. In short, an imbalanced exterior, when yin and yang are out of sync, creates energy disruptions that weaken the house. But when it is corrected, with movement on the left, stillness on the right, and an open and bright front area, the house becomes a magnet for vitality, wealth, and peace, supporting long-lasting prosperity for the entire family. The second taboo, violating the Qian sector, the northwest corner of your home. In the Bagua map of Feng Shui, every direction in a home holds a different meaning, but the Qian sector, located in the northwest, is considered one of the most critical areas. It represents the head of the household, often the father or husband, and also symbolizes noble supporters, those who help and uplift the family in times of need. You can think of this sector as the spiritual rooftop of the entire home. If this area is bright and solid, the family leader will remain healthy, the career will be steady, and their reputation will grow. But if the Qian sector is damaged, it is like having a hole in your roof. The family loses its anchor, and the ship of life drifts helplessly in stormy waters without favorable winds. The troubling part is that many families unknowingly violate the Qian sector without realizing it. The biggest mistake is placing the kitchen in the northwest corner. In the 5 elements, the kitchen belongs to the fire element. When fire burns in the Qian sector, Feng Shui calls it fire burning the Qian position, which means the flames are burning down the family's foundation. The consequences. The father or husband in the household is likely to face serious setbacks, stalled careers, lost opportunities, damaged reputation, and declining health. In fact, many real-life cases show that just a few months after moving into a home, with the kitchen in the northwest, the head of the household begins facing lawsuits, financial stress, or sudden health issues, outcomes that are both serious and hard to predict. It is not just the kitchen that can cause harm. Another major mistake is placing a bathroom, septic tank, or storage room in the northwest. These are heavy, damp areas filled with stagnant and unclean energy. When they occupy the Qian sector, it is like covering the family leader in filth. As a result, their mental clarity fades, their health deteriorates, and the family loses its connection to supportive benefactors. No matter how hard they try, it feels like everything is blocked and real progress is out of reach. Even worse, some homes do not place a kitchen or bathroom in the northwest, but they still violate the Qian sector by letting it become dark, moldy, or cluttered with junk. This is also a form of energy obstruction. The darkness and mess cause energy to stagnate, weakening the strength of the family's leader. Homes like this often see the father or husband become tired, lose motivation, struggle in their careers, and receive little help from others during tough times. The effects of violating the Qian sector usually show up very clearly. The family's backbone suffers constant pressure, stumbles frequently, and may face sudden misfortunes. Within the home, their authority fades, leading to conflict between spouses and a lack of respect from children. Over time, the family atmosphere becomes tense and disconnected. Worse still, without support from noble helpers, the family feels isolated. No matter how much they try, success remains out of reach. To avoid violating the Qian sector, the northwest area of the house, the most important rule is to never place the kitchen, bathroom, septic tank, or storage room in this position. The northwest must be kept clean, bright, and well ventilated. Even a small window for natural light, a bright coat of paint, or a tidy little garden can be enough to nurture positive energy. If your home has already made this mistake, there are simple ways to reduce the impact. If the kitchen is in the northwest, add water elements to help control the fire, such as placing a bowl of water or using blue or black colors in the decor. If it is a bathroom or storage space, keep it clean and dry and place a round-leafed plant there to balance the energy. If the area is dark, open a window or install warm lighting, but never leave it in total darkness. In short, violating the Qian sector is a serious feng shui taboo. When the northwest corner is kept bright, clean, and balanced, the family will always have a strong foundation. The head of the household will stay healthy, and most importantly, the home will continue receiving support from noble people, paving the way for a smooth and prosperous life. The third taboo, demolishing the old house without a proper ritual. When building a new home, many people focus only on the design materials or construction budget. However, one crucial step is often overlooked: performing a proper farewell ritual for the old house. An old home, even if it is run down, is not just a pile of bricks and walls. It is a living energy entity. Inside are ancestral altars, years of memories and energetic connections deeply rooted in the land. Tearing it down without any ceremony is like abruptly severing a flowing stream, disrupting the energy field, and bringing instability to the entire family. In reality, some families think that simply scattering a bit of salt lighting, some incense, or saying a few quick words is enough to ask for permission. Others skip the ritual altogether, treating the demolition like dismantling any ordinary structure. This is a serious misconception. In life-based Feng Shui, a house maintains an invisible bond, connecting descendants with their ancestors and humans with the land's energy veins. When that bond is carelessly broken, once stable energy turns chaotic. The result is often a rocky start in the new home: sudden illnesses, job setbacks, and financial loss with no clear explanation. Think of the ancestral altar as a bridge between the visible and invisible worlds. If you demolish the home without saying a proper goodbye, it is like cutting down that bridge with your own hands. When ancestors have nowhere to return to and the household gods are not properly relocated, instability spreads, careers stagnate, family members fall ill, and relationships become strained. What is even more concerning is that these kinds of mistakes are difficult to undo. Once the house is torn down in haste, the energetic foundation is fractured. The new house, no matter how grand or beautiful, can no longer regain its original harmonious flow. That is why some families, despite pouring money into building their dream home, find their luck declines from the moment they move and health issues arise, children become disobedient, and prosperity fades. To avoid this, a proper farewell ritual must be carried out with respect and care. Ancestral altars to Buddha, the god of wealth, or the land deity, must all be ceremonially relocated with clear words of permission before moving. The energy vein must be restored to balance, not replaced by a few handfuls of salt or hastily spoken prayers. The demolition process should be treated as a farewell ceremony, a way of showing gratitude to the home that once sheltered the family. Only then will the energy flow close properly, allowing a smooth transition and welcoming new life energy into the new home. Life-based Feng Shui reminds us performing this ritual is not superstition, it is respect. Respect for your ancestors, for the land, and for the very energy that sustains your family. It is the foundation you need to start a new chapter of life filled with peace and prosperity. The fourth taboo, unfavorable landform and central core. These two elements are like the foundation and the heart of a living body. If the foundation is stable, the house will stand strong. If the heart is healthy, the entire system remains balanced. But if the land is poorly chosen or the central core of the house is disrupted, energy becomes chaotic from the root. This leads to financial loss, declining health, and family discord. In terms of landform, the ideal setup is high in the back, low in the front. This is like having a mountain behind your back and a wide open view in front. A high rear gives a sense of support and safety. A lower open front allows energy to gather and wealth to stay. This is known as a wealth accumulating formation that brings long-term stability. On the other hand, if the land is high in front, low in back, it is like the house is collapsing forward with no support behind it. Energy rushes in, but gets pushed out immediately. Wealth is hard to retain, and careers become unstable. People living in such homes often feel insecure, working hard without results, and constantly dealing with a shaky life. Inside the house, the central core, the very middle, functions as the heart. It is where all energy flows through before moving into each room. A bright, open, and clean center helps energy circulate evenly, promoting health and harmony. But if the center is blocked or polluted, it becomes the cause of widespread energetic disruption. One of the most common mistakes is placing the bathroom in the central core. Bathrooms carry moisture and waste energy, and when placed in this vital area, they contaminate the entire house's energy. The result, family members often suffer from chronic illness, low energy relationship stress, and poor academic performance in children. Some families place the staircase right in the center, which is also a major taboo. Stairs are zones of high energy movement. When placed at the core, they create constant energetic ups and downs, preventing stability. Money flows in, but also flows right out. Worse still, some homes even have a septic tank or fish pond at the center, turning the heart of the home into a pool of stagnant energy, causing gloom and financial loss. Another mistake is placing a beam or crossbar directly over the home center. This is like putting a heavy weight on the heart. It can cause constant stress, health issues related to the heart and lungs, and make it hard to accumulate wealth or see results from your efforts. The effects of a bad landform or blocked central core are often subtle but long-term. It may begin as a vague sense of discomfort, then grow into real losses, financial drain, declining health, and rising family tension. It all starts with disrupted energy from the home's foundation and heart. The solution is to choose land carefully and protect the center. Ideally, select a plot with higher ground at the back and lower ground at the front. If the land is not ideal, adjust the terrain, lower the front yard, add steps, or reinforce the rear. Inside, keep the central area clean, well lit, and ventilated. Avoid placing bathrooms, stairs, fish ponds, or septic tanks there. If mistakes have been made, add natural light airflow plants or energy balancing items. It is not just traditional houses that need good feng shui. Apartments, though seemingly uniform, can also contain critical flaws. First is the bathroom's location. In many apartment buildings, the bathroom of the upper unit sits right above the bedroom or living room below. This is a major feng shui error. Bathrooms are yin spaces full of waste energy. When located above essential living areas, they send heavy energy downward. People below may suffer from health issues, sleep problems, fatigue, or restlessness. Likewise, if your bedroom is above someone else's bathroom, your rest and health may suffer over time. Another common mistake is altar placement. Due to space limits, many families place altars against a wall. But if that wall backs up to a bathroom or kitchen in another unit, it creates serious energetic conflict. Altars should be sacred and peaceful. Waste energy from a toilet or the intense heat of a stove behind it pollutes this space, weakens the spiritual connection, and disrupts the home's harmony. In some apartments, front doors face directly into each other. When two units open directly across, their energies collide. The family with weaker energy usually suffers losing money, facing arguments, and increased stress. Another issue is when a front door faces an elevator or stairway. This causes energy to rush out right after it enters, like wind blowing away wealth and luck. Another factor to pay attention to is low ceilings or exposed beams. In compact apartments, if a beam is positioned directly above the bed or dining table, it creates a feeling of heaviness. People living under this pressure often feel anxious, suffer from mental stress, and struggle to succeed due to invisible pressure blocking their path. The good news is that these problems can all be avoided or corrected. When choosing an apartment, observe carefully. Avoid units where the bathroom is located above your bedroom or where the altar wall backs up to a toilet or kitchen. For doorways that face each other or face the elevator, hang a curtain, place a screen, or lay a neutral-colored rug in front of the door to soften energy flow. For exposed beams that cannot be removed, install a false ceiling to cover them and rearrange the bed or table so they are not directly underneath. These adjustments, although small, make a huge difference. The energy of the home becomes more stable. The space feels balanced and relaxing. And most importantly, your family can maintain good health, clear minds, and long-term prosperity. Building a home has never been just about brick, cement, or roof tiles. Behind every brick laid and every shovel of earth turned is the process of creating a living energy flow for the entire family. a space where wealth is nurtured, health is protected, and happiness is built up over generations. That is why the 4 principles I shared, from performing a proper farewell ritual for the old house, maintaining exterior balance between yin and yang, paying attention to landform and central layout to protecting the Qian sector in the northwest, are not just minor details. They are the very foundations that allow a home to truly become a place where good fortune gathers. If even one of these 4 principles is ignored or violated, the home can easily lose its natural harmony. When that happens, wealth becomes hard to retain, the health of family members may decline, and relationships begin to crack. On the other hand, when you know how to avoid these taboos, it is as if your home is infused with fresh life energy, solid in its foundation, radiant in its surroundings, and strong in its internal energy flow. Whether you are about to build a new house or are currently living in an apartment, always remember every feng shui detail plays a part in shaping your family's destiny. When you are mindful and put these principles into practice, your home becomes a place of protection, a source of blessings, and a legacy of peace and prosperity to pass down through generations. If you found today's insights helpful, be sure to like the video, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss any of my latest feng shui tips for wealth and abundance. And right now, take a moment to comment below, "I build my home to welcome prosperity and peace." When you write down this affirmation, you are setting a powerful intention, activating a positive energy flow that plants the seeds of good fortune for both yourself and your entire family.